Hi, tonight we're going to talk about soul is already awake. The mind awakens. The soul is always awake, so it does not need awakening. Our mind is not awake, so it needs awakening. The mind suffers, our spirit does not, because the mind thinks it is the scriptwriter that creates, the doer of life, so suffering ensues. The cause of the distress is the inability to control life with its amusements and discomforts when there is no need for control. We can't be happy all the time and avoid regret, sorrow, so we fail because the mind can't hold on to happiness all the time unless we are in the soul. The mind wants to control people and circumstances, so that creates problems that are not there in spirit. The mind awakens when it has one or more spiritual experiences in consciousness. The experience shows us there is no doer, only the ego thinks so, as our consciousness is just a witness giving us relaxation and happiness. It is we who choose the energy we prefer, the mind with this fear and negativity, or the soul that is in pure bliss. C.S. Lewis said, "You don't have a soul, you are a soul. You have a body." Proverbs says, "The body heals with play, the mind heals with laughter, and the spirit heals with joy." Teilhard de Chardin said, "We are not human beings having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience." Our natural state is love in the soul, so we need to let go of fear, shame, and limiting beliefs. When we let go of the mind that holds us back, worrying about the future or past, negativity disappears. We rise and vibrate higher to the here and now. Our soul consciousness is higher and beyond trauma and negativity. That is why it heals us and transcends our problems, as it is based on love and compassion. When we walk away from thoughts that trouble the mind and poison the bliss of our soul, we are healthier and happier. Happiness is more about the soul than the mind or body. But when the mind and body are in harmony with the soul, happiness is the outcome. It is not about how life should be or how wounded the mind is, because the soul is higher than the mind. The soul is a master showing us the path of bliss. The mind is a tool to achieve it on earth. The mind cannot understand the soul because it is beyond words, so it has to be experienced beyond the mind. Eckhart Tolle said, "All things that truly matter, beauty, love, creativity, joy, and inner peace, arise from beyond the mind." Vivekananda said, "You have to grow from the inside out. None can teach you, none can make you spiritual. There is no other teacher but your own soul." Deepak Chopra says, "Awakening is not changing who you are, but discarding who you are not." The soul is our spiritual core. We are body, mind, and spirit, with the body and mind within the consciousness of the soul. We transform from thinking we are the body to the mind, then to the spiritual experience, what Freud called the oceanic feeling that takes us to the soul. Our consciousness then brings us to eternity, the reality of everything, the one ocean of consciousness. This experience prompts us to heal with love, compassion, and awareness. Soul consciousness connects us with vitality, serenity, meaning, and purpose. Our mind can be crushed with trauma, but our soul transforms us to bliss. The mind will stumble, but the soul is who we are, in good times and bad. When we become aware that the voice in our mind is not us, just a stream of thinking, we realize we are the observer of the voice, not the thinker, but the spirit who is aware of it. We are not the stress or pain we feel, just the consciousness that observes it. We can stop the problems of the psyche by being positive, stop listening to the negativity of the mind, and enjoy our family, work, and enjoy it all as a vacation in spirit. Einstein said, "We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them." Dr. Weiss said, "You are not your body. You are not your brain, not even your mind. You are a spirit. All you have to do is reawaken." Tony Robbins says, "Problems are spiritual lessons from God's spiritual lessons to be learned." Our mind, body, emotions, and problems are tools to grow. When we silence the mind, the soul knows what to do. Our mind makes our problems bigger than what they really are. So we need to stop participating in them. The truth is beyond the mind. Our problems only exist in our mind. So listen to your soul. When we relax in the soul, we observe our problems as opportunities to grow. We get the point and improve. Our mind has ideas, so we should observe them, but not hold onto them because they will be planted in the subconscious mind. They then are watered and fed with repetition, where they feed our emotions and become our reality on the physical plane. Most of our problems are caused by our thoughts, so the body and mind function best in awareness of peace and joy. That is always present. The most important thing is to recognize that we are not the mind or its voice, but the consciousness that hears it. Life and our minds are full of problems, but when we are objective, we solve them. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." Sri Maharaj said, "The problem is not yours, it is your mind's only. Begin by disassociating yourself from your mind. Resolutely remind yourself that you are not the mind and that its problems are not yours." The journey beyond your mind is a journey to inner peace and bliss, where we are happy no matter what happens. Our natural state is love, not fear, shame, or negativity. So we need to just let go of them and vibrate higher. Worrying about the future or holding on to the past weighs us down with low vibrations. So let them go. Be here now. We are more than our thoughts, our mind or body. So get away from them and experience the soul in peace and quiet. The universe responds to the vibration of love. So with it, we can reclaim our power back from our mind that thinks and worries about our reality. We can rise above our fears, insecurities, and stop overthinking by just living. We find out what is important and what is not. We don't have to fight life, we just need to become aware of it and be who we are. Life is constantly changing, and we don't have to change the flow of the river, but ride it, as the spiritual journey is our transformation. Everything will be all right when we are okay with it. So watch the river of thoughts that come and go, stress and pain come from resistance. Don't be provoked. Don't react. Don't lose your cool. And don't give up. Rise above it all and reclaim your happiness. The Dalai Lama says, we can never obtain peace in the outer world until we make peace with ourselves. Ramana Maharishi said, realization is not acquisition of anything new, nor is it a new faculty. It is only removal of all camouflage. Thomas Merton said, if a man is to live, he must be all alive, body, soul, mind, heart, and spirit. Thank you.